calls. 03717 223 Speak to Eddie, who is a Watford fan. Eddie, good evening.
Hi, Eddie.
Show, Ed.
How are you both? You all right?
I'm all right. Do you like a bit of Grease, Ed?
Do you know, I've only watched it once. My wife is a very big fan of it, but yeah, commiserations to her and her family for what's happened.
Indeed. Great. Classic. A classic film. Ed, but you're a Watford fan. Did you go to the game? Did you travel to Hawthorns and watch on telly?
No.
Listen to talkSPORT 2.
No, I was going to listen to talkSPORT 2, but I actually managed to get access to a game before I thought, you know what, I'm going to just watch it. But
legally, hopefully, Ed?
Obviously legally. Don't worry about that.
No. Well, slightly. But go on, matey. What do you want to say?
I'll tell you what, we got out of jail tonight. My goodness me. If it wasn't for Backman, our goalkeeper, I'm naming man of the match already. He was superb. The first 5 minutes, we could have been 3-4-0 down. Do you know what? We got two different Ismail Assars here. You got that one world-class moment where he does a David Beckham X from out of nowhere. Yeah. And then he just does a Marcus Rashford in the final where he just stutters and takes it. Why is he just not smashing it top corner? I can understand it.
But we only ever criticise a penalty when it doesn't go in.
Mm. No, I get what you're saying, but I'd much rather him just smack it and then wherever you're going for. I've been coached. Whenever you go for a penalty, what you're aiming for, don't stutter, just go for it.
Go for it.
Listen, do you know what though, Ed?
Former manager and coach alongside me, Eddie. We're doing tactics with Dino a little bit later on, so I'm going to hand you over to the.
No, I was going to say 14 minutes on the clock when I think Sarr scored in the 14th minute, something like
that. Yeah, around that.
And really, if you counted the chances up, you're thinking like, how are Watford not 4-0 down here?
Mate, I'll tell you what. I was thinking, God, it's like Man City when we were 5-0 down within 15 minutes. But the only difference is we didn't concede because Backman was unbelievable. But I'll tell you what, if we were to win that, I'll tell you what, I know West Brom fans will be absolutely kicking themselves not getting a win. Imagine if we actually won that. They would be absolutely furious with that. We were terrible. We have to pick up next game, that's for sure. But, yeah, just before I go, boys, I don't know, can I just ask you a question? Am I the only person that thinks that Emmanuel Dennis did not look interested at all whatsoever tonight? I forgot it was on.
Well, yeah, I backed him to score the first goal, 7-1.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what I saw, but, you might have been looking for something slightly different. I thought...
Well, sorry to interrupt, mate, but I noticed when Rob Edwards was talking to him, he didn't even look at him. His body language was, I don't want to be here, I can't be bothered. I thought... Come on, mate. Yes, you might want to move and all that, but at the moment you're playing for Watford, right?
Ed,
a lot of people would want to go and play the Championship. Just go for it.
Eddie, is there a chance? Do you think that he might move in this window still or not? The two games I've seen on the Monday night, he looks too good for the Championship. That whether he's good enough to start in the Premier League, I'm not sure. But
he got 10 goals last season.
He got 10. Yeah, and some of them were brilliant. But do you know what? If he was going to go, I would have thought he would be gone by now. And Sarr. Like, I'm surprised he's actually him and Sarr have stayed this long and not been sold. So if that's an indication that if he's not going to be sold now, it'll be January. Because I don't think I think it'll be too late now. Because there's no point selling him now. We've got 2 games in. We've got a formation going on.
Well, who needs a striker? Chelsea, Man United need a number 9. Who else? Jace, there's a few.
There is a few.
There's a few. There is. Everton.
We'll get him sold before the end of the show, Ed. How about that?
Yeah,
the vultures are circling.
Ed,
no enough, boys. We'll probably suck our manager by tonight.
Yeah, every chance we're close. Ed, thanks for the call back. Make sure you call back again. 03717 223 is the number. Gary, the Liverpool fan in Liverpool's. Gaz.
Hi, Gary.
You just caught me on the up there. I'm doing the crossword with me somewhere.
Okay, give us a crossword. See if we can get it. What's the question?
Expensive. 3 blanks. CEY.
Hold on. 3 blanks.
Jason Cundy.
Hold on. Expensive. XY. 3 blanks.
CEY.
CEY at the end.
Yep.
Expensive.
Yep.
CEY. CEY.
Three letters missing. You don't know the first letter. Just CEY at the end.
I can tell you the first lesson because I know the answer.
What's the first letter?
P.
P.
Yeah.
Pricey.
That's the one. There we go.
There you go. Give us one more.
There's one more. Right. What across? Invent. C. Yeah. Blank A. Blank E.
So what's the clue again?
Invent.
Create. Invent. Just give me the answer.
Create.
You just said,
You told us the answer.
Does this work? Crossword on radio?
Create.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know whether it does. We'll try and get another one for the end, Gaz. And
Right.
all right?
Right. Well, listen, talking about the football, right?
Go on, mate.
First of all, I thought Haaland was unbelievable, the runs and so on. I see what you see in the Charity Shield. They were getting a bit of a cob on because De Bruyne was having too many touches in the midfield, but it's totally different. Archer's runs, and that's off to him. To knock a penalty without leaving the floor, rolling into the corner off the inside of the post, he's got a set on him, hasn't he?
Yes, the keeper, if the keeper goes the right way, knows he's putting it there, he's not going to...
You've got two keepers, does it, Jason? But what I will say, like the Nunez was saying about, if Mane scores, there's no guarantee that Mane scores, because you give Mane 3 shots, he'll score 1, but he will get there on the end of 3 attempts. I think Nunez is going to be the same. I don't think there's much air and graces about him, but I think he will cause absolute mayhem on the pitch. I think he'll be a handful.
Well, he's already shown that, hasn't he? He's a little bit physical. He's a little bit raw. He's got a nice way about him on the pitch. He's going to cause problems. He's the sort of player you look at.
He's quick.
You can almost go and be a little bit more direct with him as well, which is something that Liverpool tend not to have done under Klopp.
And you know what? I said the other week, I've got utmost respect for Pep, to be fair. He hasn't reinvented the wheel, passing the ball out from the back, but he has done a lot for football. And I think, not having a number 9 for a couple of seasons, now he's just told like a cat amongst the pigeons. I think Klopp's following that and saying, listen, you're going to play with a number 9. I'm going to follow you there. Because we do have to mix it up, because we are very predictable. It's just that we wear teams down and play the same week in, week out. I just think that we just wear teams down, but I think we've got another feather in our cap now.
Yes. I thought Fulham were good value, though, Gaz. I thought Fulham were excellent, really good.
Unbelievable, very much so. And do you know what it is? I thought it wasn't necessarily about closing the man down with the ball. They were cutting out the options as well. So the person with the ball didn't have an option. The only option he had was to go wide or back. They were hunting in 3s, not 2s. There was never an option. And if Thiago can't get a yard on you, I don't think there's many people who can.
Do you know what, Gary? You know his goal he scored, Nunez, is if you watch it again, he gets out of the defender's eye line. He does that every time the ball goes wide. I mean, you try and coach strikers to do that. What you do, you get out of their eye line behind them so they can't see you and the ball. So the minute they look back at the crosser, that's when you go, and that's where he got in twice. He got in twice. One tried to back heel, the keeper saved it, and he scored from the other one, which is that's a good sign, because Haaland done it as well in the game. He got out the defender's eye line, got a header in near post, then he got to another one. So they're like proper strikers' instincts, them. And there's a bit of a shortage right through the leagues.
Well, there is a shortage, because I think teams have adapted and tried to change their model to counter the likes of the Liverpools and the Cities. And people have forgot how to play against the number 9. And I think 18 months, 2 seasons down the line, they're going, well, I'm going for it. Let's see if you can cope with this. Get back in the training ground and try and remember what you used to do.
Yeah.
And I do genuinely believe that Haaland is cool as a cucumber. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Who's going to win the title, Gaz? I mean, I have said I think Liverpool might sneak it, but it's going to be whoever does it again. There's going to be single-figure points between, I'm guessing, you and City.
Well, to be fair, I think this is going to be the first season where it's going to be a little bit closer for third and fourth. I do believe that. I do think Liverpool may drop 1 or 2 more points. In all fairness,
well, Tottenham looked tasty.
I can't admit on live radio who I think's going to win. To be fair, but it's all there. But Tottenham do look safety, and under the right manager, like said Conte, he's one of them players. One of them managers should have said that. If you're on the pitch and you see him on the line, jump up and down, you want to play for them, don't you? Of course. You don't want to play
just
for
quickly, guys, as a Liverpool fan, what did you make of Manchester United in one word?
Consistent.
Crossword. There you go. Give us one more, guys. Give us one more, guys, and we'll see if we can come up the answer.
Creative.
Give us one more.
One more on the crossword.
Go on, one more, and we'll go to a break, and someone ever messages in, or we get the answer in between the break, we'll give you it. Go on, one more.
Counting frame.
Counting who, sorry?
6 letters. Counting frame.
Counting frame.
Counting frame. Who's that?
Yeah.
Is that?
6 letters.
6 letters.
Yes. Begins. Do you want to tell you?
What's that? Is it an abacus? Is that the?
That's the one. Very good. Very good.
Is it that's the abacus? Go on, one more. We're going to go to a break.
You got it.
Is this a child's crossword?
I found something you're good at, Jace.
It's a Liverpool echo, so you're not far.
Come on, one more. We go to a break, so we can go.
You would know about this.
Go on,
Jason. University grounds.
University grounds. Haven't got a clue. How many letters?
It's 6 beginning with C.
University grounds, 6 beginning with C. All right, we'll have the answer for you.
Adidas had a pair of trainees.
There you go. It's University grounds, 6 letters beginning with C. Text in 81089. We'll read out the answers in a second. Cheers, guys.